The Amazons are in trouble. They have crossed someone who shouldn't really be crossed. Amanda Waller seeks vengeance, penance for what was done to her girl, her child, the Queen Amazo, Brainiac. And sadly, the Amazons are going to feel her wrath because they chose to provide a safe haven for the heroes of the DC Universe. Now she sends an android wielding the power of their best warrior, Wonder Woman, to come and unleash absolute chaos. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and drop a like. Now, let's get into it because it gets wild real fast. Strafing the skies, this android was flying at tremendous speeds with one express purpose of laying waste to the forces of the Amazon. This android, however, had Diana's memories, her experiences. It was technically Diana, remembering a multitude of things like Diana's birth, Diana's training with her sisters, and also the day she left the island to go into man's world. It also remembered her training with her team, the missions they fought on, and her compassion, the lives that she cherished, the love that she had for her fellow people. But as soon as she felt the love coming, the android reset its systems. Like, no way, Amanda Waller is not risking this android gaining sentience. Like, nah, you are on action time. And it replied, understood, remembering all the times he had beat down a hero, starting with Diana herself. No conscience, no identity, just action. Feeling the unbridled rage coming towards her island, an Amazon woke up from sleep like, bruh, we need to prepare. Something is coming to kick our ass. I need to inform the queen. Riding towards the queen's chambers, she was already too late because the android has found the island already. Seeing as it isn't a man or a woman, it was able to land without being noticed. It called its master, Amanda Waller, asking for objectives, and she told her, first of all, I'm going to provide you a list of targets. The Amazons are going to pay for what they did to my daughter. And after all objectives are clear, I need you to find the queen. I have a message for her. Amanda Waller was feeling spiteful, and you will never like her when she is spiteful. Bia had finally gotten to her queen, finally delivering her message. The Amazons were the ultimate females in body and in mind. It was easy to guess what was coming. The androids were coming, and most of them knew the reason they were facing this threat was because the heroes found this place and made it their base of operations. But they didn't know the android was already here. Anyone he found who didn't have sufficient abilities died by its hand. It was not merciful. It was here to cause pain, and he was going to cause pain. During the War Council meeting, some of the Amazons looked to blame their queen for the decisions she made, but Nubia didn't give a fuck. She simply said, I did it. Come fight me. Now, let's move past this and find a way to protect our island, because the Amazon had already found its first target, the Well of Souls. Artemis, deciding to be the only adult in the room, finally made it known that, bruh, we need to move. This android is probably already here, and it really was already here because the Amazons have started to notice their sisters dropping like flies, trying their very best to contain the Amazo, but that was impossible. It was part God. Breaking free of the binds was easy. Then he proceeds to choke out one of the Amazons, but she was quick, letting out a sound, letting everyone know there was an intruder. The Amazons were on the move. Trying to achieve his first objective, he headed straight for the Well of Souls. For those of you who don't know, the Well of Souls are where female souls go when they die a violent death, and then they are reborn as Amazons on this very island. The oldest of them tried to protect the Well of Souls, stating, and I quote, you shall not pass. But the Amazo didn't give a fuck. He was about to split her in half. But Queen Nubia pulled up like, she said you shall not pass. Don't you listen? With all of her strength, she yanked the bot, commanding her best fighters to step forward, and they did, Artemis leading the attack. But the both of them combined could never face Wonder Woman, and this Amazo was her and so much more. Binding Artemis, he said, you smell of magic. Allow me to relieve you of your abilities. This right here was the turning point. Watching their sister lose her abilities, her very self, the Amazons entered kill mode like you die tonight, striking multiple strikes trying to destroy this bot. The Amazo simply laughed it off like, you Amazons, so proud of your abilities. Let me show you true power. He called down the lightning. He called down the thunder. And while everyone was confused, he went to achieve his first objective. Heading straight for the Well of Souls, he did a quick scan and found souls of multiple warriors with insane metahuman abilities and skills and started to steal them one by one. And they were a lot of females with abilities that have passed away. The ability pool was endless. He kept absorbing and absorbing and absorbing, gaining power over power over power. And when he found her, Ava Baptist, and absorbed her abilities, he was done. Finishing his first objective, he went to achieve his second, looking for the Queen of the Amazons. I have a message for you. He completely switched up, talking like he was Amanda Waller. I gave you Amazons a choice, and you chose to side against me, providing haven for my enemies, and now you shall suffer for it. You shall know true isolation. Encasing the land of the Amazon in a very powerful force field, her vengeance was done, and her meeting with Superwoman was just concluded. She was happy with the results, but she noticed someone was here. Looking to the corner, she said, "Come out, Steve. I know you're there." And he came out. She just looked at him and smiled. You know you're not leaving this place alive, right? Steve, however, had other plans. Pulling out a smoke pellet, he dropped it and ran for his very life, hoping he could at least tell someone what he had discovered. The alarms went off, blurring, intruder alert, calling forth a battalion of soldiers, and they came running, ready to do damage. These guys were not to be played with, and Steve knew this because he was running for his very life. He wasn't even slowing down, running so bad he tripped. I mean, how in God's name do you trip in enemy territory? But yeah, he tripped. Thankfully, he fell directly into the arms of an ally, or should I say he fell headfirst into the desk of Damien and Diana, planning a break-in to save their friends. Damien was so pissed off, he's like, bruh, what the hell are you doing? Can you not see we are planning a break-in? All Steve could do at this point was be silent, like, how the hell are you here? But yeah, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the like button and leave a comment below, because I drop videos every single day. Peace out.